Welcome to another German card gaming deck profile of the Dragon Ball Super card game Regional at Germany card through with Mert Dalmis, who went second with his deck Tunksgeta.
Hey guys, I played Tunksgeta today in the cultural region in Germany. I got second place. I went, I think, in the Swiss rounds fifth place, and yeah, in top cut second place. I played the deck since the release, but I jumped back and forth to dark Broly and yellow Tunksgeta. But then I realized, yeah, black is not good, so I jumped to Tunksgeta. Really standard, people know what the leader are doing. He draws when he attacks. He can awaken with 4 life and draw 2 cards, or you put a Vegeta on the bottom of the card and you take life until you have 6, and then you draw a card and flip it over. On this side you can special up to one drop Vegeta, 1 Trunks and 1 Bulma, and yeah, and there has the active battle who give him 10k double strike, and he can he draws a card if you use X Evolve, like really standard, people know what they're doing. We play standard ratios. We play 4-4, like he searches him, or they both drawing a card. You start the engine with him, and yeah, really basic. We max out everything. You're not playing 3-4 or something like that. Then 2 Bulma. Some people I see, they cut it and say it, yeah, it's only good for consistency at turn 1, but sometimes you need it later because you run out of evolves and you don't see it, and then you can search the evolves and get your deck smoother because you're drawing so much. Then a 1-off Trunks. He swings, he gets takes a life and gets 11k, so he's a 15k. And then at the end of the turn, he coming to active mode. He came really in clutch against Janemba or slower decks like Bulma or something like this. And the 11k, you can evolve with the Trunks, and then you get the 11k on the Trunks barrier one. The barrier one is then 30k. Then we play really standard 4-4. This is the best card in the deck. He's like routine. He draws 2. He barrier blocker, and he rests the card. He ignore barrier. He's a 20k single. He has not barrier. He's the only card that doesn't have barrier with Bulma, but he swings and KOs something in rest mode. Ignore barrier. Then we're playing standard for robotic. Card felt off in this current format because there are so many floodgates, but against in the mirror matchups it's good if the opponent has no T-blow in the main or inside, but still it's 15k and it negates attack. That's good, and 5k combo power as well. Then we play 2 Tals. I think 2 Tals enough. I played 3 before, but sometimes I charged all the time 1 Tals, so 2 are enough. You can play him for 2, and if you have 3 or more energy, then you can KO something, draw a card, or you KO 2 cards and don't draw a card. Then Steadfast. Steadfast is good in some matchups. It's good in a mirror if you counterplay the secret, or against Gamma or something else if you counterplay some other cards like that doesn't have deflect. He's really bad against like deflect cards, and there's a lot of them. Like blue has a lot of them, like Gamma, and red has a lot of them. But it's still like a draw 1, blocker 1, but it's well held off. I think 2 are enough. You can also play it as a 1-off, but sometimes he is really good if you play him. Then 2 coolers. Yeah, this card also needs to get this in the ban list. He's the most broken card that I ever seen. He, together with the leader, is just dumb.
Most broken card ever seen. Okay.
Yeah. After a bad ring laser for sure.
Okay.
We play 3 Krillins and yeah, standard secret.
The MVP.
This together with this one is just dump, or yeah, because or you swing with leader, double strike, and put this on top of it. Really good. The secret gives you, like, if you see it, sometimes you win. You only don't win if you have no deck cards in a deck. We play 53 deck cards, so sometimes we are just like milling out ourselves. I think I go up to 54 again or 55, because like the deck, I don't know, like I sometimes in a tournament I had like problems with the deck size because I had no deck cards against Bulma or something else like that. But he's a really good card. He's like a Bergamo, a draw 2, a 40k beat stick, and like a BBD super common from the past in the black decks. He gives the card 30k combo power, and that's just dump. A mistake that I printed it. 2 Final Flash. 2 Final Flash are standard. Sometimes I just cut it. It's just for the mirror matchup, and against any other matchups I set it always out. But still, like sometimes you can push it with it, and it's still a good card in the main decks. You can't play without him. Then 2 Release from Evil and 2 T-Blows. Both are that was a choice from me and my teammate John. We both said like this is the key. You need to play them in the main, because there are lots, like this is good against in the mirror. You can counterplay the Vegeta and they can't kill your cards. You can counterplay you can floodgate you can counterplay the floodgates like the robotic or the repost, or you can counterplay like the floodgate from Gamma. So much the stuff you can counterplay. It's like really good in this format. You need to play him. He counterplays a 3-drop or less. Is coming with the skill negated on the field, and then he chooses another card like Unison or Battle card and negate the skills. And Release from Evil, like the the Boogeyman card from my deck today. This card saved me every Gamma matchup, because also red matchups. It doesn't negate the attack. I know in the finals the opponent just swung and then he stopped, and I was so tired to realize that he didn't go ahead with the swing. But he doesn't negate it, but he negates the skill of the card that attacks. Leader, Unison, Battle cards, everything, and then he can't restand. You can use it for free if you have a Unison. He's the best card in this deck at the moment. Then 2 counter blocker negates. You can cut it, you can also keep it. It's a good cut. Sometimes it saves you a lot. Then 2 Ring of the Gods. I mainly use it for in the opponent's turn to rest something, but also like people playing around of this at the moment. But still, like 10k, it's like a pseudo combo. Then the 1-off power of the Super Saiyan. We play 2 of the Gohan and 1 Trunks. He's better in mainly every other matchups, but he sticks at turn 3. If you go first, you play him at turn 3, just draw 1, and then he sticks and he says, if you don't kill me, I kill you in the next turn, or I kill you two turns later. He says, kill me or I kill you. He has blocker and power 3. Then the auto says, for every Unison in the drop, he can KO something you don't bury in the rest mode, your battle card. And then +1 is draw 1, and the -3 is he gives 5k himself, 5k the leader until your next turn, and he gets triple attack. It came so much today. That was really good. I played him, sticked it, swung, then Empower 3, or I used his -3, swung 3 times, then Empower 3, swung again 3 times. And my leader was 25 base, and also if I couldn't finish, I had like 2 beans on my leader. Then for the 1-offs, 1 Bergamo. He's really good in some matchups. Sometimes he's like a surprise factor, but yeah, also like you can trigger him really easy with the whole resting stuff like Putin and other cards. Then he's really good in the mirror matchup, and also if the opponent I played against GT, he was untapped, I played him and he couldn't use the 0 cost extra card. He is like he says you can't play the game if you have no energy open, or at least 1 energy. They can't use counter any extra cards. Then the 1-off Basil. You don't need like more Basils, you just need 1 Basil, and that's good, because sometimes you just play him once and then never again. So you need it as a 1-off. Then the double strike Kai, standard. The cameraman likes more the jumper, I know.
The jumper is more beautiful.
Yeah, there's
real OGs play the jumper.
Yeah, judge for 1 Putin. People play around heavy against Putin, so you need it as a 1-off. If you have 2 in hand, it's just sometimes really clunky. because you don't want so many black cards in it. And he filters the deck a lot more. Sometimes I wish I had mirror, but he's like better in so much other things. The deck is really like, how I can say it, I kept everything really consistent. Nothing special here. It's just like, I think, the T-blows and the Release from Evil. That's all. I think I had nothing special here. For side deck, I played 2 Time Magic. It's the best call at the moment because it's good against Gamma. You can negate the 8-drop cell. And you can also negate the 5-drop Android 17, 18. And against red, it's really good because there's so much dual attacks. And if you're playing against a slow matchup like Bulma or something else or Janemba, you have like a lot of drop cards, and then you can Sparky negate it if they keep you on 5. Then 2 Forbidden Power. He's good to rest sometimes the BMS because he can rest. He's the only card that rests at the moment in your turn, but also he's like the Nimbus in this deck. Then 2 Death Blast. I didn't play any against any cell today, but he destroys cell. You need to play him because you need to respect him. They put you on a clock, and then you need to respect it, otherwise you lose. Then 2 of them. I played this again I played this in a mirror, or I played this in the Janemba. I played this in the Janemba matchup, and it was really good. Sometimes it came really clutch. He's really trash against red because they counterplay your floodgates and your robotic never sticks. But if they stick, you can use this one on top of it. You can look at their hand. He's double strike 20k, and then you can look at their hand, take a battle card, put it in rest, and then KO it in rest. No, not KO it, but you put it in rest and then KO it with the Vegeta. Then additional Trunks, additional broken Goku. 3 Daburas that never came in clutch today because I didn't play against Head Destruction. 1 Jiren that came never in clutch again because everyone put out their Android 17s because they feared this card. And the one of SS4, I played this against Bulma, but I don't know. I need to test it more, but I thought like token decks and Bulma. That's all. Like that's 53 and 15 side deck cards. The deck is really good at the moment. Like it's not like a triangle format at the moment. It's just like Gamma, Trunks, and Q7. I think that's the meta choice is the best meta choice that you can play. You don't do anything wrong by it. Of course, you can still like skill dependent how you play the cards, like the deck. But if you put some time in it and get the good answers, the good main deck answers, because in a top card I had the main deck answers in the main, so I didn't lose the first round all the time, and it went first, and that's just like going first in the moment's really important. And well, I can say it's you need good cards in the main deck, not only in the side deck. If you lose the first round, it's like really dangerous to win the second round or the third round. Yeah, that's the deck profile. Shoutouts to my teammate John. We built the deck together. He has like almost the same list like me. He is just like, I think, one Final Flash less and put an 8-drop Tunksgeta in, but he's the same deck. We built the deck always together, and it's like a GCG deck profile from us. Yeah, he played the same list, so shout out to all my friends here that come with me. We traveled like 4 hours with
4.5 hours.
4.5 hours, and we are like tired. We're waiting for our eat. But yeah.
Okay. Thanks, Matt, for another deck profile. As always, representing German card gaming. Thank you.